Hey guys, Alderton here and welcome to my new YouTube series, Built. My focus every single Friday is to be coming into your face with lots of knowledge bombs, and this week we're focusing on muscle. Next week, who knows? I'm going to be asking you on Instagram and then I'll be answering your questions. But my main focus is to get you healthier, happier, fitter and stronger. On Instagram a little bit earlier on, I asked you to send me your muscle building questions. I've had a good look through and here are my top 4 which I'm going to answer for you now. Now the first one that popped up was, how do I explain to my mate that he doesn't need to eat 350 grams of protein a day? I'll show you. Okay, so how do we convince your mate not to eat 350 grams of protein per day? Well, the main thing that you can put to him is he's wasting calories on protein when he could be having those on carbs. And let's just say he was on a fat loss diet of 2,600 calories. Now we need to break this down into proteins, fats and carbs. And if he has 350 grams of protein, that means he's allocated 1,400 calories for protein. Now let's just say that we gave him 90 grams of fat, okay? That is 810 calories allocated for fat. Now, the problem that we have here is we've only got 390 calories left for some carbs, which equates to 97.5 grams. 97.5 grams of carbs. You can see where the problem is. Now, if you convince him that he actually only needs around 210 grams of protein, of course, that reduces his calories down significantly. And of course, this increases his carb calories significantly, which means that he can have 237.5 grams of carbs. Now, if that's not a good enough reason to drop your protein intake, I don't know what is. Question number 2 was, is time under tension more important than heavy weight? Let's find out. So we're talking about time under tension, and if it is important. It is, and a lot of the time it isn't. And the reason being is that you need to focus on different things. Now, where this has all come from, the importance of time under tension, is bodybuilders and people saying your body doesn't know how much weight it's lifting, it responds to the amount of stress and tension that is placed on it. And it is to a certain extent, but you're going to get certain trade-offs. Now let's say, for example, I'm squatting 100 kilograms, okay? And I can do, let's just say that, 10 reps. Now, if I increase the time under tension, that is the time that it takes for me to do 1 rep, I might not be able to do 10 reps on that squat. If I'm going and then taking forever just to do 1 rep, I'm probably not going to be able to complete 10. I'm probably only going to be able to complete 5. And this is the argument which you need to think about. The most important factor when it comes to building muscle is volume. And what volume is sets times reps times weight. Now, 100 times 10, quick maths, is 1,000 kilos. But if I've increased my time under tension and I can only lift 5 reps, I've halved my volume. So the trade-off is I'm unable to get enough volume in if I increase my time under tension. Now, this is why it's important to look at this one over this. And if you're lifting properly, you don't need to worry about time under tension. Something that I like to do is give clients 3-second eccentrics on leg press. So when they're eccentrically controlling the weight down, I get them to go 1, 2, 3. Thus increasing the time under tension. Now this isn't going to prove that they get more gains, but it's going to cause them to not just do half reps. Because if they're counting 3 seconds down, it's very hard to do half reps. That's going to take the legs through the full range of movement and potentially building more muscle. So hopefully that clears up the whole time and attention thing. Question number 3, my legs won't grow. Have you got any advice? Well, I have. So your upper legs won't grow. I assume what you mean by upper legs is quads. And let's change one of these words, shall we? Won't, no, they will grow if you know what it is that you're doing. And one of the most important things is to understand what are the best bang for your buck leg exercises. And it's only 4 words. And it's only 4 letters. S, qu, a. It's 5 letters, it's 5. Learn how to spell, Jamie. I'm trying to explain it like I'm explaining it to a 5-year-old, like my daughter, but S, Q, U, A, T. It's actually 5 letters, Jamie. Squats, simple as that. Your quads will grow if you learn how to squat. Now, this is one of the best bang for your buck exercises for you to do to grow your legs, but it's all about understanding that you need to focus on getting better at this exercise. And how do you do that? You focus on stretching and mobility. You focus on bar position. And then you focus on confidence and, see, it's like a spelling test. Confidence and proficiency. And then going back to what we were talking about before, yeah. I don't know why I'm saying it like a 5-year-old. Volume, sets times reps times weight. Getting better at the movement will enable you to lift more weight, and increasing your sets times reps times weight over time will see that progress in your legs. And the final most important thing to understand is consistency. You are not going to build your legs if you are not staying consistent with hitting the squats, hitting leg exercises, and measuring it. How many kilograms of weight did you put into your legs this week? How many kilograms of weight did you put into your legs next week? What is your plan for the week after? What gets measured gets managed. And if you're not measuring exactly how much volume is going through that muscle, how do you expect for it to progress? Your quads will grow if you put enough time and effort into it. Kind of a harsh thing to think about is if I kidnapped your family and said that if you do not grow your legs in 4 weeks, they're all gonna die, you will grow your legs because it suddenly becomes the most important thing for you to do. So change that won't to a will, focus on squats, focus on consistency, and those legs will grow. And finally, question number 4. What's my favorite tricep building exercise? Let's head over to the gym to find out. So my top tricep building exercise, in no particular order, first and foremost, is the close grip bench press. This is going to enable you to put as much weight through those triceps as you can. And there's plenty of scope for progression in this. So you want to be coming back, feet nice and grounded, hands shoulder width apart, out, keep those elbows nice and tucked in under your chest, and then you're going to push up with those triceps. Control down, exhale, push, control, inhale, squeeze. So inhale, exhale, not exhale, exhale, as you won't be able to breathe. Moving over to another one of my favorites, and that is skull crushers. So what we're going to do is get an easy bar. And if you've got a little bit heavier weight, you can get someone to assist you. But what you're going to do is head over like so, and you've got 2 different kinds of grips. You can grip on the outside as long as your elbows are in, or you can come more on the inside as long as those elbows are nice and in. What you're gonna do is start placing some tension on the tricep and keep it on the tricep. And then the upper part of your arm, you're gonna drive down, keeping the lower part of your arm in place, all the way back, squeeze, keeping that tension on, come down, all the way back, and squeeze. Progression-wise, you're gonna be increasing the weight. And my third and final favorite tricep exercise is tricep dips. Now, you can use an assistance machine if you are struggling to get at least 5 to 8, but if not, what you're going to be focusing on doing, nice firm grip, elbows tight, drive back, come all the way down, squeeze out, come all the way down, and squeeze. From a progression point of view, you can increase the reps, or you can start to put some weight on. I like to use these dipping belts, like so. And then you have your progression. Down, elbows tight, squeeze. Down, squeeze. And there you have it, ladies and gents, my 3 favourite tricep building exercises. Well, ladies and gents, that is it from episode 1 of Built. If you like this series, please, please, please subscribe and also comment below and let me know what I should talk about next week. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.